Joining me today. I have good news and I have good news.
Great news, great news. I'd like to think it's an upgrade. Greetings, happy springtime, everybody. That's my wife. Let's hear it for me.
Aw, isn't that special? Thank you guys so much for joining. Please write in the comment section where you are watching from. Do you know we get people? I get people. I know you do. But I get people from all over the world.
Yeah, New Zealand, Australia. I got them from Japan and Austria. Is there still an Austria? Mm-hmm. Bulgaria, Spain, Ireland, Scotland, England. People from all around. I'm global and I'm bad and I'm global wide. Anyhow, this is a springtime celebration with Shemane Nugent. Is she awesome? Just think, you get a little bit of her now and then. She's my wife. How cool is that?
Well, so today I had advertised that I was going to be interviewing Dr. Oz, and I still am. However, his flight is delayed, and he's literally sitting on a plane right now. And so I got the next best thing, or better.
Dr. Nuge.
Dr.
We got
Nuge.
people saying America is screwed. Yes. From Missouri and from Florida.
Look at this one. Hello from the Ozarks. Okay, I got to ask you, do you get this comment all the time? Do you watch Ozark?
What a great series, a great series, like Yellowstone. Mm-hmm. I typically do not watch television. Because I'm always living, I'm always doing things. I'm not a spectator. I'm an activity-tator. And is that a word? It's like a potato, but an activity-tator. So I'm very active. But when I got turned on to Yellowstone by Shemane, and then the series Ozark, is what, on Netflix or something? Whatever it is, the streaming stuff. But what clever scripting and great acting and just spellbinding drama that I typically don't watch, fantasy writing. I like to live real world stuff. But anyhow, to those in the Ozarks, Pulaski in Michigan, we're the greatest mall in America. They claim the Mall of America is Minnesota, but it's actually in Pulaski, Michigan. Pulaski. But hello to the Pulaski Mall on Concord Road and Folks Road in Concord, in Pulaski, Michigan.
Our stomping grounds.
It's where I get all my stage clothes.
So how do you pronounce that? I've heard of that
Kilmanaw.
Michigan.
Kilmanaw,
Where
Michigan.
are you? Kilmanaw.
Where's Kilmanaw?
I don't know.
I know where Kalamazoo is. I know where Battle Creek is. Joe Arbix is Battle Creek.
James says you're a lucky man,
yeah,
Ted.
No kidding.
I'm going to show you all the comments from people.
I make my own luck.
Here's our buddy Kevin Shull. Hey, Kevin
from Omaha. Kevin, how you doing in the heartland? Omaha. How about the song Omaha by Moby Grape? Kevin, do you know the song Omaha? The title of the song is Omaha by a band called Moby Grape. Everybody look it up. It's awesome.
I do.
Long time ago, 1964.
Now, Tina.
Michiganiac, yes.
Tina was our first
Queen of the Forest.
And Tina, I might be contacting you. We might be doing something similar because the topic has come up for me a lot recently. Somebody had watched the video where Ted and I hosted Sammy Hagar and his wife, and he said, actually, as my dance instructor said, wow, you really got some mad bow skills. And his wife said, I'm like, I wish we could learn how to do that. So maybe we have a Queen of the Forest resurrection, or maybe just continue to do this on our TV show, Ted Nugent, Spirit of the Wild.
Yeah, Tina, you did great. I love you, Tina. We see you here, there, and everywhere in the Gonzo social media stratosphere. So we love you, Tina. We love you, Kevin. Sammy Reimer from Limestone, New York. We love real shit kickers in real New York, not to be confused with the de Blasio and Cuomo and this new mayor you got. Boy, what a turncoat he turned out to be. Ugh.
Okay, so we've got Lisa from Texas.
We're Texans. We're Michiganiac Texans.
I gotta say, I love it here.
And I love it here.
I really do. I'm born and raised Michigander.
Michiganiac.
I love it here in Texas. I love this community that we're in.
Great people.
It's small, but because of the fixer-uppers, it's expanded so much. So we have access to some good restaurants. We need some more.
The best restaurant is when she's in the kitchen.
Oh.
She's the best cook in the world. You think she's beautiful? You should taste her chow. Oh. But anyhow, greetings to everybody out there.
Macomb, Michigan. That's my old stomping grounds.
Turf.
I was born and raised in Mount Clemens. Remember one of the times I was state champion swimmer, it was with the Macomb Marlins.
Macomb Marlins.
Macomb YMCA.
Is everybody getting ready for some great fishing in the great state of Michigan soon? I hope, because the more time you spend outdoors, the more your soul will be cleansed. And Michigan still has incredible outdoor recreational conservation, soul cleansing opportunities. Being born and raised in Detroit, I know that great stewardship, environmental responsibility ethic is alive and well. So a big salute to everybody out there who teaches their children about cause and effect and responsible utility of God's miraculous renewable creation, i.e. hunting, fishing, and trapping. But fishing season and turkey season, people are knocking the living breast meat out of the thunder chickens across America. There's more turkeys in America, wild turkeys all across America, than there's ever been in recorded history, because hunters demanded a healthy, thriving wildlife, and that's what we accomplished. Salute to the hunters out there. Get the thunder chickens.
Okay, Dowagiac.
I love Dowagiac.
Michigan, yes. Okay, did you see this comment? Love the Santa beard.
Can you think it's okay? It's kind
Can
of.
we talk about that for a minute?
Sure.
He'll ask me what my comment is, and then you say, "Well, doesn't."
Well, I grow my beard typically once the Michigan firearms season opens on the sacred November 15th opener, and I guess you get into the mood of Natty Bumpo, the last of the Mohicans. Anyhow, Jeremiah Johnson, Cochise. I don't think Cochise grew a beard, but anyhow, I get into the old man in the woods mode, and I grow my beard. And typically by turkey season in late March, early April, I shave it off. But this year I have not, because I don't know why, but we are doing a concert in Panama City at a big beach bash on April 29th. And on the 30th, Kid Rock is headlining. On the 29th, my incredible band, Jason Hartless on drums, Greg Smith on bass guitar, unleashing Detroit muscle in Panama City, April 29th. And I just thought I'd keep the Gonzo Maniac, double live Gonzo, old man, silver-bearded Santa Claus beard for the first gig on April 29th. What do you guys think? Think I should shave it off or just grow into a heathen of the woods?
Okay, so here's a comment that my dad is almost 80. He wants to see the damn Yankees live. So do I.
Oh, so do I. What a great band. Tommy Shaw, Jack Blades, Michael Cardelloni. But everybody is so busy.
That's the problem. Explain to people why the damn Yankees. It's not like they don't want to.
We all want to. I keep in touch with Tommy, Jack, and Michael. They're all real busy. Tommy is nonstop Styx. He's always performing with his great band, Styx. Jack Blades is always working with Night Ranger. And Michael Cardelloni, since we wrapped up the 1993 tour with the damn Yankees. What a riot. What a great 5 years. When we wrapped up the damn Yankees tour in 93, then I went back on solo tour in 94 with Michael Lutz, the incredible bass player from Michigan, and Michael Cardelloni on drums. And Michael played with me 94 and 95. Then he got a call from our friends in Leonard Skinner. And Michael Cardelloni has been throttling Leonard Skinner classic music nonstop since 1996, I believe, with the great Ricky Medlock and all those great musicians in the Leonard Skinner band. So my point is when I'm not throttling my own musical cravings and dream delivery of sonic bombast and rhythm and blues, I don't want to play more music. I want to go hunting and be with Shemane and the dogs. And Tommy's the same way. When he's done rocking with Styx, he needs a real break. And when Jack Blades is done with Night Ranger, he needs a real break. And Michael Cardelloni just never gets a break. So we would love to make music again together. And I promise when the four of us get in a room and pick up our guitars and bass and drums,
magic happens.
Magic. Right now, not in a few minutes, not in a little while.
It's like you guys, I just got goosebumps. It's like
it's
guys.
Me, I'm doing that.
Oh, okay. But it's like, when you're surrounded by people.
Newfoundland, the land of the moose and the Newfoundland caribou. The woodland caribou of Newfoundland. I love Newfoundland.
So for those of you who are joining in, I was supposed to be interviewing Dr. Oz, but he is delayed. He's sitting on a plane right now, stuck in an airport. So I got Dr. Nuge. I think we should have a show called Dr. Nooch. But yes, Labrador, Canada, Newfoundland in Labrador, Canada.
Yeah, great. I wish I wasn't so allergic to travel.
Here we go.
Fred Bear country. Hi from Grayling, Michigan. Mike, did you go to Fred Bear Day on March 5th? What a great man. What a great celebration. And a big thank you to everybody in Michigan. People come from all around the country every March 5th to Grayling, Michigan. The adopted home of Fred Bear, where he created Bear Archery back in 1938 or thereabouts. And when my song happened after the passing of that great man, it really resonated with people that love Fred Bear or we all have Fred Bears, people that we admire and love. And then when they're gone, we try to embrace and continue those wonderful positive memories, but there's a lot of emotion. So thank you, everybody, for making the Fred Bear song so powerful. Don't Tread on Me. Great song.
All of the songs were great. I mean, they don't make music like meaning all musicians, music industry doesn't make music like that anymore.
I know. By the way, music like that anymore?
Well,
there's a new record coming out on the 29th of this month called Ted Nugent Detroit Muscle, because I am Detroit Muscle, but with Greg Smith on bass, unbelievable. Jason Hartless from Detroit on drums, just animal rhythm gods. My new album, Detroit Muscle, will be out at the end of the month. There's already been 2 singles. The first single was Come and Take It. It's a love song to Joe Biden. Come and Take It was the first single, a grinder. And then the newest one recently was The American Campfire, just another throttling rhythm and blues rock and roll masterpiece. And I think in the next week or so, the 3rd single off my new album, Detroit Muscle, the title of which is Born in the Motor City. It's just a killer autobiography of my celebration of Detroit soul music and spirit and attitude and piss and vinegar. But the Ted Nugent Detroit Muscle album will be out at the end of the month, and we are very proud of it. Jason and Greg and Michael Lutz, the Brownsville Station author of Smoking in the Boys' Room, just an unbelievable musical force. And Tim and Andy Padlin, just musical monsters. They live and breathe musicality and groove and grind and spirit and energy. And we put it all in my new record, and we're very proud of it. And I hope you all enjoy it.
So Kevin Scholl brought up your house. So this is one of the topics that I was going to discuss with Dr. Oz is toxic mold, because I know for those of you who have seen my documentary, which is available, by the way, at killerhouse.org. Killerhouse.org. You can go check it out. And I referenced that Dr. Oz had toxic mold in his home. And obviously, recently, for those of you who have been watching the news, it came out that we have
been taken advantage of.
Again.
Been scammed by a Texas construction family that lied to us, built inferior construction procedures, and we had water intrusion in our new dream home, and that's all we ever reminded them of. It's got to be waterproof and weatherproof. Duh.
And the first thing, I hope it's okay that I talk about this. The first thing that we said is make sure you install the flashing properly.
Yeah, we mentioned
that's what our the builder in Michigan did not do. So critical times, guys. But for some reason, I feel like this is coming back upon us so that I can put this documentary out. I'm hoping to turn it into a TV series. I would love to do that because there's so much information. Talk about the military housing, which is just despicable. Our hero warriors deserve better.
And almost every military base is infested with mold and diesel-infested water. And we hear from people all the time. My therapist, after my double knee surgery in 2014, my therapist just sent me photos of his home where they opened up the walls and it's full of black mold. It is so widespread when people are tired and fatigued and their joints are sore and they have headaches and they can't sleep. Those symptoms are typical of so many maladies, but more often than not, there is dangerous mold in people's homes. And then they make it worse by getting in chemical air fresheners and chemical soaps and chemical detergents. How crazy do you have to be?
Painting over the problem.
Yeah, with poison paint.
With VOC, which is volatile organic compound. because we got sick, I feel like in a way, God has moved me at least into this position to be able to talk about it in an educated manner and to be able, Kelly Finnegan knows this, so she's taken a lot of my programs before, to be able to help other people. And so maybe that's why this keeps happening to us, but I am bound and determined. It's the last thing that we wanted to do is go to court, is to sue somebody.
We begged to have it done right. We pointed out procedure after procedure. No, this is okay. We've done this before.
They refused to do it. Our house now is safe and healthy because we paid for the remediation.
Yes, immediately. By the way, you notice I'm drinking out of a glass bottle because we avoid plastic. It's
another big thing that I learned from getting sick and almost dying when I went to Dr. Ray's at the Environmental Health Center in Dallas. Dr. Ray, rest in peace, but he's the one that really saved my life. And he said, you can't drink out of plastic. If you think about it, look at all the problems in our health. I'm not saying they're all related to plastic, all related to toxic mold. But when plastic is transported in those transportation trucks that aren't refrigerated, and you got sodas and waters and things like that, Texas, we got 100 days of 100 degrees. So what happens is the chemicals in the plastic actually leach into the liquid.
Duh! You're cooking the plastic into the water, then drinking it. So you're drinking plastic.
And then we wonder why we have so many health problems.
So there's a lot of little things. A lot of people go, "Oh, come on, that's no big deal." Yeah,
look at this one.
Fine. But my kid's got asthma. Cold War submarine veteran watching from Bel Air, Maryland. God bless you, David. Submarines, wow. And how about the air? How about the filtering system in the submarines? So thank you for your service, David. We just spent the week, as we do all the time, pretty much, with a couple of heroes, John Wayne Walding and Greg Stubbe, two great U.S. Army Green Beret warriors. And so we know that freedom is not free, and we know that health is threatened at every turn in our lives today with the preservatives and the chemical warfare and the chemical warfare on our lives. The products people buy are just chemical. It's so simple. It's insanity that people don't read the ingredients of anything they allow to come home. If it's something you can't pronounce, don't buy it. It's so simple to take better care of ourselves against the industrial complex, against the chemical warfare. Monsanto had a battle cry for years when I was growing up called better living through chemistry. Okay, so there is some examples of that where they mitigated, tsetse flies and malaria, and they grow more food on fewer acres. But the end results of the chemical warfare on our lives is sickness and health complications, regardless of the Wuhan weaponized virus, whole nother subject. But since we know that there are forces against us, how about we use our heads more? And if the goofy guitar player can figure it out, there's no excuse for anybody. So be more conscientious about what you allow into your homes and what your homes are made out of and what kind of paint you use and what kind of air fresheners. Those aren't air fresheners. They're chemicals. Warfare.
And there's no fresh, clean scent. There's no Mountain Spring scent. Those are
Well,
chemicals.
we have a Mountain Spring scent because we have a mountain and a spring. And what I do is I grab a chunk of earth and snort it.
And what it does is it's a hormone disruptor, and it causes a toxic load in your body. So it's not as if all these things, whether it's toxic mold or it's hormone displacement or other things that can affect your health. It's not like you break an arm and you go, wow, my bone is sticking out of my arm. I need to go to the emergency room. It's a slow killer, hence the name Killer House.
Invisible.
It's a slow killer. And especially women, but we continue to make excuses for why we don't feel good. We're stressed. We have too many things going on. Everything in the world is coming to unbelievable situation where we never thought it would get to this point. But now more than ever, we need to take care of our health. You need to take care of your health. Put your health first. Exercise. I've got a program coming up that I wanted to. It's
Wildly Well is here.
Yes, Wildly Well. Where is it? Yeah, no, this one. I had, where did it go?
Oh, is that not
this one? So I had started a program. I was going to launch it in February, the Wildly Well resolution. And it's a good, Dirty Harry, your favorite philosopher said, it's
Yes.
a good man who knows his limitations. And I had so many technical difficulties with the website. We had to literally rebuild the website. So this Wildly Well resolution is a community where you can go every day of the week. You can grab information. I've got motivational videos and audios on Monday, Tuesday, Toxic Tuesday. You're going to get information about toxins in the air, soil, and water in your food. Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, I'm doing a new workout video every week. And everybody always asks, how come you never join me on
I'm too busy lifting bags of grain and working out in the great outdoors.
We'll work out.
My gym is God's cleavage. I work out in God's cleavage. You know, a lot of people like to be in the lap of God. I prefer her cleavage.
Okay.
God is a woman. I'm sure of it.
Okay. So if you want to join this Wildly Well community, go to shamanenugent.rocks/wildlywell-resolution. We start in May. Every day of the week, something different. Concluding every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to do a live video just with this community to talk about celebrate your wins and talk about those times that are difficult. I find these communications are amazing. The fact that we can communicate with people all over the world.
How come that froze over there?
It didn't freeze. I have control.
Oh, Tina. Hi, Tina. Tina's still there.
I have control. I'm
GIGI. GIGI Ericson. GIGI.
GIGI.
Hi, G.
You're very welcome.
Rose, Hughes,
Yes.
Dave Hill. I love all you people. Do you people understand how much I love you? Do you really? Can you handle it? It might hurt after a while because I love you so much. I'm like a Tyrannosaurus Rex of love.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the comment was, Shemane is awfully quiet right now.
You're the one doing all the talking. How quiet is that?
No, I let
People
you,
always do that.
I know, but you have a lot of great things to say. So I want to make sure you can say that. Okay. So I am going to read this comment since you had this problem once before, even though you told the contractor your new house. I'm going to go ahead and post this. Even though it's
Can the other people see this who are watching this?
Yeah.
Told the contractor in your house that this is what you wanted. Why weren't you there to make sure that they didn't screw up? Oh, we were there. The answer is pretty simple. I'm a guitar player. When they said this is the proper and legal procedure, I went, okay, this guy's a licensed contractor. He just told me this is the proper and legal procedure. Okay, that's the proper and legal procedure.
And not only that,
we had a great recommendation, and we believed the recommendation.
We did.
And we
very good
took it up the ass.
And we went and visited his homes and saw that they were great on the surface.
The ones he wanted us to see.
So the other thing is, you see, we were here on this site almost every day. And when we weren't, we have a full-time caretaker, ranch manager who was here. When people are pounding nails, you just assume they're pounding nails in the right nails and using the right products. And so I'm bringing this to light. We are bringing this to light because if it can happen to us, it can happen to you too.
This one?
What do you want?
I cried glass containers difficult in finding today. Yeah. Well, there's a little homestead, almost like an Amish it is grocery store nearby. And I like milk. I like my milk and cream, and I like it in glass containers. Just like Verner's ginger ale is way better in glass than it is in cans. Everything is better in glass. So when I get my chocolate milk, it's only like a once a month thing, not even that. And I keep the glass containers, and then we have a filtered water system in our home, and I fill my glass containers with water. So I'm not buying plastic bottles by the gazillions. And so you know the story. So this I have 2 or 3 of these, and I keep them with me all the time, and I'm sipping water, and I'm just a guitar player. And I figured that out all by myself. You would think the building inspections department, well, they don't. The building inspector, they're all scammers. They're all in it together. It's a good old boy network. I'm telling you, untrustworthy Americans scamming and hurting fellow Americans. Texans scamming and hurting their fellow Texans. It's why this guy's in the White House. We just have accepted a scam culture. That's why Lois Lerner's not in jail. It's why your gas prices are going through the ceiling while the president claims it's Putin's fault. I don't want to go on because it's all insane. So I only know so much about life, and I thought that my mechanic would tune my engine properly. So now I've got Todd Jenkins. I've got a mechanic that I absolutely trust, because the last time he tuned any one of my trucks, it was perfect. You have to find that trustworthy guy. Mm-hmm. We got a family right now building a little barn for my Broncos, and he's from, I think he's from the Ukraine.
Really?
His parents came here from the Ukraine. He's still got a harsh.
We had somebody on here from the Ukraine. I'm seeing all these comments.
And he's trustworthy. He's done work for us before. He comes early. He keeps his word, and his products are world class. You have like Rick Shaw, my luthier. He's a commercial airline pilot who's a master luthier, which means he's a guitar craftsman.
Ooh, look at this one.
And I'm surrounded by guitar craft. Normandy, France. Wow. Would this be like a counter Normandy invasion? Is that what this is? Greetings to French. Love your fries. Love the crepes.
Love all the food.
Love your horse meat. Big fan of the pony steaks.
Okay.
Well, it's true. That's what they eat. They don't eat beef. They eat horses, which is fine.
How about this
Giddy
one?
Up.
From Kauai.
And Kauai, love Hawaii, but since I'm allergic to travel, we would love to come to Hawaii. You have too many axis deer. You haven't killed enough axis deer. They have almost denuded the island of Lanai. They have been under-harvested irresponsibly. Shave the beard from Babe. Hiya, Babe. How you doing? Nice cleavage, by the way.
BB, I think it is.
BB, yeah. BB. Did you hear that comment about the? Never mind.
Yes, I did.
Okay. But she was a pretty picture. It was a pretty picture. Yes. And I take your advice to heart, but even a prettier picture wants me to shave it, but I'm not going to yet. So anyhow, I have a comment about no matter where you're from, I know where you are. I know everything about where you're from, including too many deer in Kauai.
Well, for those of you, again, who joined me late, didn't hear,
I joined you late, didn't I?
You did.
Not till you're 26. I was
supposed to be interviewing Dr. Oz, and he had a delay with his flight, so I got Dr.
Instead
Nuge.
of Dr. Oz, she's got Dr. Odds, the odd doctor.
All right, you guys, we have so many things going on, and we would love for you to keep up with us. If you want to join my Wildly Well community, it starts May 1st. So go to Wildly Well, go to ShemaneNugent.rock/wildlywell-resolution, and you can join every day of the week. There's so much great information. It's for men and women who want to upgrade their lives, mind, body, and spirit.
And since I am so suppressed by the Zuck clan, my Facebook is just, if people try to get on my Facebook, there's a warning that I'm a dangerous guy. And you know what's dangerous to the enemies of America? Truth, logic, and common sense, goodwill, and decency. And since Shemane and I represent truth, logic, common sense, goodwill, and decency, the high-tech goons out there, they censor and suppress the hell out of it. So let me let you know that these are now available at tednugent.com. This is the Ted Nugent Challenge coin. Brings much mojo. Kevin will tell you.
Can somebody type that into the comment section and I post it?
This is available at tednugent.com. It's a challenge coin that I give to all the military heroes and law enforcement. But this is my own personal challenge coin that all of a sudden there was such a demand for that we made a bunch of them.
That's the first time I saw that.
You've never seen that guy.
Not that one.
Yeah, we've had it for years. I give it to all the heroes, and I give it to special needs kids when we do charity work, but I'm not going to give them to you, but you can buy them. And people who buy these, some people buy them by the dozen. And when they see a special person, they hand it to them literally in a handshake, and it stays with you.
It's something, I've seen you do this 100 times. And a few people have given them to me too, I'm sure on behalf of you, but we so celebrate our hero warriors and the sacrifices that they and their families have made. So thank you for doing that, Ted. And they can get that at, if somebody wants to write it in the comment section,
tednugent.com.
tednugent.com. And what else do you have?
Tanya. And we also have I sign stuff every day. We have a I will not comply Ted Nugent autographed hat that says I will not comply. If you try to tell me to do something stupid, immoral, or against the Constitution or the 10 Commandments, I will not comply. I'm Rosa Parks. I will sit on any seat on the bus I choose. And you can get a personally autographed I will not comply hat and a personally autographed come and take it hat at tednugent.com. And we have a sale all the time, but the challenge coin, those hats, a come and take it autographed flag. And yes, I am promoting this stuff because it has been so oppressed and suppressed on my Facebook that I want to get it out to people who are asking about it. tednugent.com, really killer hats, autographed hats, flags, and challenge coins. And other stuff too, I suppose.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching Dr. Nuge and myself. And we look forward to speaking with you again soon. You can follow Ted on, you're on Twitter. I'm not.
Well,
I'm
I'll be doing my weekly. In fact, I do it 2-3 times a week, called the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire on my Facebook and YouTube. And it's suppressed. I mean, people try to come out and watch my Spirit Campfire, and some fact checker from Indonesia goes, "He dangerous man cannot watch. You must not complete bad man." What is this, Seinfeld outtake? Anyhow, I'm not a bad man. I'm so good it drives bad guys crazy. I'm almost like Mother Teresa with a Glock.
Well, if you're a bad man and you're not banned on Twitter and I'm banned on Twitter, what does that make me?
How about the sweetest child, the most harmless, loving, positive angel is banned from Twitter? Like, she's dangerous. Well, she is Little Miss Dangerous, but not for the masses, only to me. The fact that big tech would ban this angel, who is nothing but positive and love, she gives all day long to help people have a happier quality of life, to be healthier, to be more alive. Positive. And the punks, the monsters at Twitter have banned this sweetheart. That's all you need to know. But I think Muammar Gaddafi is still on Twitter. We are living in the cuckoo's nest.
Lauren Culp.
Yes,
we love Lauren
Tanya,
Culp.
you bet. We support all the good people in this country. And it's proof that we are in the asset column because we put our heart and soul to being the best that we can be. And the people in the liability column, they hate people in the asset column. And I don't need to know why. I just know that good must fight against evil. And that's why we're involved. That's why we're activists. That's why we stand up for God, family, country, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the 10 Commandments, the Golden Rule, that work ethic, law and order. And if you believe in that stuff, please join us at hunternation.org. hunternation.org. Kevin, put that on here. It's so simple. It's not about hunting. It's about the core values that made the greatest quality of life in the history of the world, called the United States of America. hunternation.org.
Waiting for these comments to come in. We've got so many people watching. Hundreds and thousands of people are going to see this. So thank you guys so much for being here. We truly appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
This guy says he banned Twitter.
I banned Twitter.
But again, it's the town square. They can't shut us up.
It's the only reason I'm unhappy, or not as happy that I'm banned from Twitter, is I can't get this message out. Like I talked about
message,
inspiration, positivity, health and fitness.
The greatest message in the world is banned by the big tech goons. How obviously horrible is that? Somebody commented this was supposed to be about toxic mold. Well, no, it's about life. It was, but in case you joined, I've said it several times that Dr. Oz's plane was delayed, so he didn't make it, but I got Dr. Nuge. And if you go to killerhouse.org, you'll find out everything you need to know. And a lot of people just, they just take medicine and chemicals and pharmaceuticals to fight the symptoms when you might have mold in your house. Yeah. And it's far more widespread than people will ever admit or know. So go to killerhouse.org, please. Check that out. All right, guys, we got to run. We have people to visit. And by people, we mean Sadie, Happy, and Coco. And by the way, bottoms up. Bottoms up. Cheers, everybody. Up. Here's to glass bottles. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Make it a great day. Do something healthy and happy for you today. Live it up.